because that's what they're always looking at is unemployment, how are we doing? Inflation, how are we doing? And if one gets out of control, then they need to use that blunt tool of interest rate manipulation. One of them would have to go the wrong direction before they do anything. So there's a high chance that they don't do anything in September again.
This episode of the Under the Table podcast is brought to you by Shrubs.me.
They say AI is taking everyone's jobs, and honestly, no one knows whose is safe. But here's the thing. When you own your audience, your content, and your brand, you don't wait for someone else to save you. You build your own future. Shrubs puts everything you create in one beautiful hub. More reach, more fans, more income. Shrubs.me. Your future, your rules. And when you get there, I'll be right there with you, helping you thrive and grow.
Interest rates, right?
Interest rates? Who the hell cares about interest rates now?
Well, because this is a big deal. So interest rates, we've got two announcements, both September 17th, the Fed and Bank of Canada.
On the same day?
Same day, next month.
A month from now. We got another month of not knowing what's going on until we have no idea what's going on again.
And you got inflation not doing too bad.
Not doing too bad.
You got job markets right now getting worse. Right. But overall, nothing that's throwing the country into bankruptcy or major recessions.
Wasn't 2 months ago like 70,000 added jobs, and then last
63 or something like that from the month before. And
we lost 40. Now
there's people calling both sides. People are saying, it's bad, and the job market's going to go up. The unemployment rate's going to go up enough to be able to push them to lower the rates. And, other people are saying, no, inflation's still teetering above, core inflation's above where it should be, and that there's still going to be some issues coming up that Bank of Canada and the Fed can't raise or can't lower. And it's just
lower.
And so it's like both sides of the coin. My thing would be obviously not trying to predict anything is, unless something sways one way or the other, because that's what they're always looking at is how unemployment, how are we doing? Inflation, how are we doing? And if one gets out of control, then they need to use that blunt tool of interest rate manipulation. One of them would have to go the wrong direction before they do anything. So there's a high chance that they don't do anything in September again.
Well, what has to happen for them to drop rates or increase
job
rates?
Numbers come in and they go, oh my God, or inflation ticks back up again, or inflation comes down, right? And then they go, okay, inflation's under control now. We can lower rates to be able to support the job market. But unless if those two things stay where they are and they don't really give any clear signals, I think it's gonna be a hard move to make for either one of the central banks to actually do anything, which why I'm saying this is because we're all desperately hoping for the interest rates to come down to signal the bottom's here. Everybody jump back in. Don't worry. Like the rates are going to save us again and places will become affordable. And people who are struggling right now, which is the biggest source of price declines is listings. The biggest source of price declines is the people going to market who can't afford their house anymore. They're saying to their agent, what do I need to do to get it sold? I'm having those conversations. And they are taking the best price they can in this market in the shortest amount of time because they got a gun to their head. And that becomes the new benchmark on the street. And so if those people get some safe grace.
Yeah. Well,
go ahead.
It's the same
Spit
thing.
It out, Darryl. Spit it out, Darryl.
I'm trying. Okay. I'm holding back and I'm racing. So it's the same thing as Jeremiah is saying. I've been saying it for a little while. If you tuned in late the other night on X, you would have heard me yelling at a room full of people that the bottom. Okay, listen.
Sounds exciting.
It was fucking hilarious. But the bottom doesn't jump out and say hello. Okay, the bottom, the end of the last cycle and the beginning of the next cycle are not on the same day. You know what I mean? Like they don't it's not like, okay, it's over, bull market happens, or it's over, now it's a bear market. It overlaps. Okay, multiple things are happening all over the place, right? While some people are trying to solve the problem, other people are praying that the problem persists, right? While people that are affected by the market are trying to figure things out, there's other people that actually make money by them not figuring shit out.